And now it's time for Ask Roz and Mocha.
Aiden, what's going on? It's Roz and Mocha. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Welcome to the podcast. So glad to have you kick things off for us today with Ask Roz and Mocha. What is your question for everybody?
My question is, what's one thing that you were really disappointed that your kids weren't into that you were really into?
Oh.
Let's see. First of all, Aiden, are you a father?
I'm not, but my mom actually gave me an answer.
Oh, okay. So what was it that she was into that you weren't?
She's really into Grease, the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really all that into it.
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Like how my dad's an accountant, right? And he really wanted me to excel in math.
Yeah.
Because I think his dream was for the two of us to open like a father and son accounting firm.
Yeah. Buddies for life.
Yeah.
Like desks facing each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Coffee and lunch together every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Right? Carpool in and into work, back home every day.
Because dads get those dreams, right?
Yeah.
You know, like I guess moms do too, but dads get those dreams.
Anything wrong?
I will say, excuse me.
That Roxy just like not into?
Yeah, cheese is one of them, right? I
Right.
really wish she was into cheese because I think we would have so much fun with it.
Yeah.
She's just really not into cheese, and it sort of breaks my heart a little bit because I really,
She just doesn't like it, or is she like lactose?
No, she just doesn't really like. She's just not into cheese at all, right? I will say that Roxy, when she was younger, her interest in Star Wars would be what I would call really active. And now the last 3 sort of Star Wars themed shows that have dropped, she's bailed after 1 or 2 episodes.
Really?
She's just not into Star Wars anymore, right?
Are you still watching Andor?
And I'm going to catch up now that she doesn't want to watch it. I'm just going to wait for them to all sort of drop, and then I'll do that. And musically, it's interesting. Me and my kid don't really talk about music, but I know what she doesn't like, and to me, that warms my heart.
What doesn't she like?
Listen, you want me to like start talking artists and stuff like that she doesn't like?
You just don't know?
No,
Is it because you
I
don't
do
know?
know. I do know. I do
okay.
know. I just don't want to start trashing people.
Okay.
But what she
Can
sort
you
of
say genres of music?
yeah, like what we play.
Okay.
Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right?
So broad.
Yeah, broad.
Spectrum is broad. Okay.
And every time that I do hear her sort of like singing a song or something like that, it's something that I've liked or has been a part of my world. So that part of it is kind of cool. But we really agree on food, and my thing, I'll tell you, like your mom with Grease, like that was her weirdo thing. My thing with Rox was I just wanted to make sure that I had a kid who could eat spicy food.
Yeah.
Because if I had a kid that took a bite of everything and went, oh, too spicy, I'd throw her away.
Oh my God. Wow.
Right?
That's
You're out of the house.
Damn.
You're out of the house.
Survive
right?
on your own.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
With your plain tongue.
Exactly. Maury, do you have anything like this with your old man?
I know that he wanted me majorly into sports.
Oh,
like he tried very hard to get me into sports.
Tilt your microphone up, man. Your microphone's like falling asleep. There we go.
He wanted me to like he put me in hockey and baseball and like tried so hard to get me to do sports. And I know that he really wanted me to like women.
Oh.
Because he did so much.
Yeah, man, because I guess there was a point, though. Like, your old man was single, and maybe he was like, God, like, let's just say I'm single for, like, another, 8, 9 years, and then Maury's, like, 18, and we can go on, like, double dates and stuff like that, right?
No.
Like, fathers get these weirdo ideas, and, like, maybe we could find, like, the perfect single mom and, daughter, and we could both, date, and that would be awesome. And, yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. Shem?
Trying to think here. Okay, I'll say this. I went to school to be a lawyer.
Yeah.
And then I stopped.
Right.
And I'm doing this now. And I know that my parents really, 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 really would have liked me to do that because my dad studied it. My mom studied it for a little bit. And I just said, nah, I don't want to do it. So, yeah, maybe being a lawyer.
Lawyering, huh?
I think for, like, in our house, Star Wars, like, I really want Cruz to get into it. And I've tried putting some of, like, even, like, on Disney Plus, they have some of the animated shows, right?
Yeah.
Like, short shows that introduce you to some of the characters. And he's just, like, not into it right now. However, wrestling is one thing that slowly I am introducing. So he'll watch like a match here and there.
Yeah.
But like Jenna doesn't want him to watch like a full pay-per-view.
No.
Because he's very intrigued. So I have to limit the amount of exposure just in
Spoon
case.
feed.
Right? Because I don't need him jumping off the couch onto the dog.
Because once that hits, like if you find that you love wrestling, like the great thing about wrestling is that when you realize that you're a fan, there is just unlimited content available.
I know.
Right?
I know.
Like it's unlimited and never ending.
Yeah, and I have WWE Network on like in the house all the time.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, and every now and then he'll like walk into the family room and it'll be on TV and he'll just like stand there and watch and I'll be like, oh, don't tell Mom that this is on.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Yeah.
Yo, Aiden, that was amazing. Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Right on.
Can I also say one thing?
Of course.
Roz, I've listened to the audiobook.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Thank you.
Aw.
Do you have the same question about his butt that I do?
What is this question about my butt, Maury? I don't
Can I
even know
ask
what
a
you're
question?
talking about. Yeah, Mocha, cover your ears for a second. I got to even find out if this is appropriate. I may have to bleep you. What question about my butt do you have?
I want to know if you still have butt worms.
Whoa.
Oh. No, that's like, what are you talking about? You didn't read the book at all.
Yeah, it was
No,
the
you
second.
didn't.
It was the second last chapter, and it was the end of the chapter where
Was not the second last chapter, not even close to the second last chapter.
But it ended the chapter where it's like if the medication is on the counter, you take it because that's what dads do.
Right.
Right. So did you or did you not have butt worms?
Yeah, if you have a kid, everybody gets pinworms.
Right. So do you still have them?
No, you take the freaking medication. You didn't read the book.
It never said that you didn't get them anymore.
You didn't. You never read the book. I swear to God, Maury, you did not. You skimmed.
I did
There
not.
is
The only thing I
you
skimmed. The only thing I skimmed through quickly was the turkey recipe.
No, I'm telling you, Maury, you skimmed. Because I'm telling you right now, if these are your questions, man, you did not get it. You skimmed.
No, I bawled, I laughed, and butt worms.
You skimmed. Anyway, no, it's very common when you have a child. You should babysit one time, Maury, and then I would like to hear you and Matthew deal with pinworms. That would be my dream for you as a couple. Okay, Mocha, you can come back to the conversation now. Thank you, though, for...
Was anything bleeped?
No, I think we're good. Yeah.
So I can go back into the... Once this podcast is posted and listen?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
You're good. Thanks
Do
for
you
reading the
think
book,
Mocha
man.
had that problem?
No, Mocha.
See you, dude.
Listen, man. Mocha's not there yet, Maury.
No, in his own life.
He's not that part of the book yet.
Why are you
I don't
spoiling
know
the
what his
experience for
problem
everybody?
is, man. It's so weird. Okay.
Next question. Niana, well, it's about Ross's book, but it's a question for Dan and Maury. Are you happy that you're in Ross's book, even if it is just in the footnote?
Oh, I think that having it as a footnote is even better because then it sort of stands out all on its own. So, yes, very happy.
Okay.
I knew you'd be happy about that.
Dallas says here, what is your favorite and your least favorite chore to do?
All.
Oh, interesting.
I like vacuuming.
You do, huh?
That one I don't mind. Bathroom duty. Like cleaning the tub and cleaning the toilet.
Yeah.
Ugh, that is the worst.
I like doing the
that.
garbage because it gets me out of the house.
Your chute is like right outside the door, man.
No, the cardboard stuff you have to take to the bin.
Oh. You know what's crazy is I love doing the bathroom.
Really?
Because the gratification is there. Like that clean toilet, man, like when it's sparkling, right? That sink and a mirror. Like after a week of like a 12-year-old brushing her teeth in front of the mirror, when you clean it, it's so satisfying.
Yeah.
It's so satisfying.
It looks a kid's mirror after brushing after a week. It looks like connect the dots photo before you connect the dots.
And they hork all over the faucet and all over the countertop, and they just like it drips right out of their mouth.
They just miss everything.
Oh, they miss everything.
Do you have a 1 hour rule after the toilet's cleaned that nobody can use the toilet for 1 hour so it stays clean for a while?
No, but I'll tell you what does happen, which is it happened to me the other day, which we have this incredible woman who comes over to the house and helps us out with stuff. Her name is Colleen, and she's the best. And she had just finished the bathroom. And what Colleen does is she leaves the cleaner in the bowl to just sort of sit there and soak, right?
yeah.
And it's blue, and then she'll go and work on go and do something else. And I had to pee real bad, and I had to go in and pee, and of course I peed. I turned it green, so I had to flush it. So I ruined her final step. Like I robbed her of that sort of satisfaction, which I would totally get.
Yeah.
I would be pissed off about
She
that.
yell at you?
No, she didn't yell at me. No, she yells at me for other stuff, but not that. She yells at me because we have too many carrots in the fridge.
Oh no!
Right? Yeah. She'll say to Catherine, it's the funniest thing. She'll say, she's like, Catherine will be in her office. She's like, Catherine, and Catherine will be like, yeah. She's like, can I throw out some of these carrots? And Catherine would be like, yeah, which ones? And she's like, the white ones? Literally, they've been in the fridge for so long.
So
they're
they
like,
dried
they're
right
just,
out?
oh, they're just
Yeah.
disgusting, right? But yeah, no, I love doing the bathroom. You don't have cats. I don't like doing the litter boxes, although you have to, something you got to do like every day, every other day. That's such a pain in the ass to do litter boxes. I like loading and unloading the dishwasher. That's good for me.
Oh yeah, I don't mind that.
Yeah, I like that. So for Catherine loves cleaning the kitchen. Catherine will never clean the kitchen sink. So Catherine will finish the kitchen. It will sparkle, and you'll look in the sink, and it's still full of like rice
why?
from 2 days
Have you
ago.
ever asked her?
She hates it. She finds it disgusting cleaning the sink.
Really?
Yeah, she will do anything to not clean the sink. Literally, she'll say, "I'll do the kitchen if you do the sink."
But I think the workaround or like the easiest thing to do is maybe not junk up the kitchen sink.
That's what
Like if you have a plate of stuff, right? Like
Yeah.
extra stuff on the plate,
Yeah.
like scrape it off into the green bin and then
No.
give the plate a little rinse and then just leave it there in the sink.
No. She'll make rice where like a quarter of a cup stuck to the bottom of a pot, and then she'll just put that in the sink and soak it.
Oh my God.
And then
then
dump
leave it?
and then dump it. Yeah. So it all
girl.
yeah.
Your plumbing's gonna be
Oh,
messed
bro,
up.
you have no idea my plumbing.
Shem, chores?
Okay, this is gonna sound strange. I love doing laundry. Like
Oh,
I
interesting.
love laundry. It's
Interesting.
peaceful. I put
Yeah.
on a podcast and I will do laundry for hours. I love doing laundry.
Interesting.
You know,
yeah.
when
I used to. I don't anymore.
When I lived in the apartment in Kitchener
Yeah.
and when I lived in the apartment in Calgary,
Yeah.
I too enjoyed. I mean, I had to go leave and go to the laundromat like down the street.
Like a wash and fold.
And I used to enjoy that time because I would save all my laundry and it would be like 4 or 5 loads.
Mm-hmm.
So I was there for a long time and I would listen to music. I would read magazines.
One of the things early on that you and I bonded over, Mocha, was back in like the late 90s, early 2000s, you and I were both a huge fan of ironing our jeans.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I would stand in front of that ironing board with a little spray bottle and a rag.
Bro, my undershirts I used to iron everything.
I loved ironing.
Yeah.
I loved
Can you
ironing.
imagine? But night before you going out to the club and the last thing you do is iron your jeans.
Yeah, iron your jeans. We were all showing up with iron jeans.
Oh, guys, my favorite was like in the wintertime when I'd go out and my jeans would be the last thing I ironed.
Yeah.
So when I go outside, it's still just like a little bit warm
Yeah.
on my legs.
Oh, bro, it's the best. Yeah.
Losers. We're such losers. Megan has a question here for you, Roz. So
Yes.
last week we had the book signing of your memoir, A Little Bit Broken. We had it at the Indigo store. And the numbers came in. It was like 500 people. The entire show was there.
It was incredible.
The bookstore closed at 8, but you were there until like 11 signing
My
books.
agent called me and he was like, bro, he's like, I was so confused. He's like, I was walking around this store and I just kept seeing lines everywhere. And I kept like wanting to tell people that they're in the wrong line, and I couldn't figure out what they were lining up for. And he's like, there was like 5 lines of autographs. He's like, there was your main line, and he's like, and then there was like a line to Mocha and a line to Shem and Deepa and more. He's like, there was lines everywhere.
Yeah. So Megan wants to know, what is the biggest thing that you took away from your book signing experience?
That is a really incredible question. I don't know if there's one big thing that I took away from that experience. It was the most mind-blowing thing that I've ever been a part of. It was one of the greatest nights of my life. One, because I got to share it with everybody who means anything to me, but also the fans. When you do sort of something like that, you wonder, one, if anybody's going to care about the book.
Yeah.
And then you wonder if anybody's going to buy the book. Then you wonder, okay, the thing that's completely out of my control is if you do do a book signing. Is anybody going to show up? And you were hyping this thing up as Wild Night at a Bookstore, for weeks. And I started to get really, really self-conscious about the whole thing.
Oh, really?
Where I was like, oh my God, like what if nobody shows? And I had said in my head, right? I had said in my head, I was like, if 40 people show up, to me, that's awesome, right? I was like, if we get 40 people, I'm like, that's a good number, right? I'll get time with people. I'll sign their books. Everybody will get a moment. They can hang with you, hang with Moore, hang with Shem, Climax, everything else, right? And then when I got there and I was in the back room, I was in the green room, and then the person from Indigo came up and was like, bro, and then people started texting me who were on the floor. And then I started seeing stuff on Instagram for people who were already down there, and it was mind-blowing, right?
Yeah.
Mind-blowing. And then when I walked through the crowd, just it was incredible. It was the fact that people just showed up and everybody understood the assignment too. You know what I mean? Everybody was into it. They were cheering. It was it was awesome.
They wanted to be a part of the Wild Night at the Bookstore.
It was awesome. And then when it finished, the guy comes up and that's when he told me that the last time they had a crowd that big was for Bruce Springsteen years ago. And then I fell in love with the audience all over again. I was like, you guys really showed up. It was great.
The guy from Indigo Books, by the way, was standing next to me when you were talking to Sangeeta Patel.
Yeah.
And that one part of the interview where you said that you've never purchased a book before.
I never said I never purchased a book before.
Yeah, you said there was one part where you're like, I can't remember the last time I bought a book, or I.
No, I said I've never read a book before.
Whatever it is that you said, the look you gave me.
Yeah. See, this is what I'm saying.
Thanks for paying attention.
Yeah, you don't listen, man. Okay, so the look he gave you was what?
Just like, we're in a bookstore.
Yeah.
And he's saying that he doesn't read books.
Well, he's selling a book where I say that in the book. Right? Also, listen, man, we brought a lot of people in that night. No, the people at Indigo were just, they were incredible. I don't think that they were prepared for how wild this audience was, but they were awesome. They were really great.
Edward says here, if you got $1 for every minute you were without your personal electronic devices, how much money could you make?
Oh, a lot. So much money. Not so much the last couple weeks because I've just been obsessively replying to people about the book and stuff. But oh my God, I say this all the time. I'll go to the cottage and I will leave my phone somewhere on Friday. No idea where. It's in one of the sheds or down the pool house or by the barbecue awning or in the one of the somewhere. I will lose my phone on a Friday.
Bro, the way you described that just now, it doesn't sound like a cottage. It sounds like a mansion.
Oh, shut up. Did I say pool house?
You did.
Okay, yeah. I will leave it somewhere.
Somewhere on the estate.
Somewhere on the estate, right? In the hammock. I will leave it somewhere. And if I know I'm not leaving, right? I don't have to go into town. I don't have to do anything else. And I haven't left. I'll lose it on a Friday. And I really won't go looking for it until Sunday.
Really?
Yeah, unless it starts to rain. And if that case, I walk everywhere because I leave it on a tree stump or whatever it is. But no, I will lose it on a Friday and I won't go looking for it until Sunday. So, count those hours. I'm fine when I'm doing that stuff and I have no phone. Do not need it.
No, I wouldn't make any money.
You wouldn't?
At all.
No.
I have either my phone, I'm on my phone a lot, or I'm on my iPad,
Yeah.
or I am on my laptop. I'm surrounded. Yeah, I mean, it's rare. If I were to make any money, it would be very little.
Interesting. Yeah, Maury, you would make $0. You would owe money. Yeah, Maury would owe money. Shem, you would.
I would also owe money. Really? Me and my IG game.
Hey, you know what I do? That's just like a weirdo little thing. It sort of forces me off it for a bit. When I let my phone gas right out, right? I'm on when it gets down to 2%, I plug it in. When my phone gets to 2%, I plug it in, but I plug my phone in a different room. So I don't. So when and I don't go and get it until it's fully charged, right? So I have at least once a day where I remove the phone from my presence and I go and I plug it in the other room and I let it charge. And then 9 times out of 10, I forget about the phone and I go back to it an hour and a half, whatever later. So I force myself to I don't sit there with my phone plugged in and using it.
Yeah, right? That's what I do at night. I'll leave it in another room.
Yeah, if my phone is plugged in, I don't use my phone. Right?
Interesting.
That's weird to me, Maury, because you're the one guy on this show that if somebody asked me who keeps the phone by the bed, it would be you.
No,
100%.
my doctor said that I have to leave it in another room.
Why?
It's part of getting away from the phone. He's like, at night before you go to bed, put it somewhere else.
Do you ever talk to him about how people would like that you're obsessive on it during the day?
Yeah, but baby steps.
Yeah, but
That's not baby steps.
but I think that you're only interpreting how your obsessiveness about the phone affects you and not how it affects others.
How does it affect others?
What are you talking about?
I don't know. What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, you're like if my phone is going to ring past 9:30, it's going to be you.
Oh, yeah, but I always have a question.
I know, but what I'm saying is
this
that
helps me on weekends.
No,
Like
but-
I'm now away from my phone till like 2 in the afternoon.
But how are you helping others because of your obsession, though?
Oh, we're not there yet.
Oh,
Baby steps, Roz.
baby steps. No, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Lich says here, after you use the toilet, do you put the toilet lid down and flush, or do you leave it up?
Oh, like while flushing? Oh, interesting.
When I get up off the toilet, I
Yeah.
flush and then put the lid down. But I don't like flush and like stand there and watch everything go down.
No,
No,
I do. It's fun.
I do.
Oh, no, I just hit flush.
You trust?
Yeah, and then lid goes down, and then I
Really?
go wash my hands.
Now I have to watch to make sure nothing sticks to the side,
Yeah.
or I'll get in trouble.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's
But why would you get in trouble if Matthew doesn't even walk into and
Because
use
he
the
cleans the
bathroom?
toilet. He cleans the toilet.
Oh.
yeah. Do I never put the lid down before I flush. Are you supposed to? I guess like maybe there's like a spray thing that happens that people like. Should you? I'm sure if you Googled right now, should you close the lid before you flush? I'm sure that there's been some sort of heady dissertation done on this topic. I guarantee it.
Yeah, please.
Hold
Google
on. Hold on. I wish my
Isn't it faster to just ask your phone?
I don't do that more. I have no Siri on my phone.
No, you do. You just don't know how to use it.
No, I turned it off.
Should you put the lid down before you flush the toilet?
What's it say, Maury?
Oh, it's searching.
Here.
Yeah.
Hey Siri, should you put the lid down before you flush the toilet?
Research flushes out the risk of bacterial infection. See, guys, type, you morons. Okay, all of you talking into your phones like
No,
it's a
but look,
friend.
I got like all these
Okay.
results here. Here's
So-
why you should always close the toilet lid when you flush. Always close the toilet lid when you flush. Here's why.
Yeah. Should you close the toilet lid when you flush? Here, let me go today.com. That's a reputable site, I believe. Here's why you should always close the lid when you flush. The answer may surprise you and gross you out. Oh, here we go. The average person flushes the toilet 5 times a day. Got you beat.
They haven't been to Ross's place.
And apparently, most of us are doing it wrong. Get ready for some hard truths about why you should always leave the lid closed when you flush. When you pull the lever, in addition to taking whatever business you left behind down into the sewer pipes, your toilet also releases something called toilet plume into the air.
Oh, that sounds so gross.
Okay. Which is basically a spray filled with microscopic bacteria, including E. coli. According to research from 1975, the germs emitted in the spray can linger in the air for up to 6 hours and disperse themselves all over your bathroom, including your toothbrush, towels, and beauty products. There we
Yo,
go.
close the toilet lid, y'all. You know, I don't want no plume all over my box.
Now, does anybody flush while they're still sitting?
No.
No.
You never reach around and flush while you're still sitting?
Never had to.
Like the bidet effect almost, right? With the splash.
So, yo, then that means all plumes get all up on your ass.
Okay. So sometimes, right? Like sometimes if I am, it's a number 2.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So sometimes if I get the feeling that there's going to be multiple rounds, right?
Multiple rounds.
Yeah, like sometimes there's an opening act.
Yeah.
But you start wondering if the headliner is like,
Sure,
you know,
uh-huh.
oftentimes the opening act is really it's this, you know,
It's the show.
It's the show, right?
Uh-huh.
And then the supporting cast comes out afterwards, the chorus line.
Yeah.
Right. So sometimes if the opening act it does like if the response is incredible, I will flush that while I wait for the supporting cast.
Well, don't you want
Well-
them to get to know each other?
While sitting, no, because I don't
That
want
all
to.
happens in the sewers. Mark, don't
Yeah,
worry.
yeah. Because I want them all to leave, right?
Do
I don't want to
you-
have to force them to leave.
Do you wipe and wait?
No.
You just like
No.
whatever.
Yes,
Okay.
I will reach around and flush.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and then clean. Right.
Yeah.
Fresh stage.
Fresh toilet.
Yeah. Out comes
How
the
have they never
out comes the
invented
rest.
some sort of tube to eliminate the plume, where you sort of like you go into a tube?
You wanna squish poo into a tube?
What?
Like, I'm picturing the toilet where it's a plastic sort of, I guess, tube on the toilet seat where it sort of all goes into one hole, so it's not this big gaping hole. Right? So when you flush, there's no plume everywhere because there's only a small opening in the hole.
Can you can bleep this, right?
Yeah.
What it sounds like to me, Maury, is that you want a sausage casing.
Yeah.
Preliminary
Maury,
steps.
if you want to sit on a hose, right? Like, just why don't you try this? Here, why don't you try this?
Yeah,
Go to Home
experiment.
Depot, right? Grab like a 2-inch piece of PVC pipe, right? Put it in the toilet.
Yeah.
Sit on it.
Or for experimental purposes,
Yeah.
sit in the tub.
Yes, in the tub. Yeah.
You need a space.
You do. Yes, you're right. For experiments, you're right. You're right. When you're doing this kind of experiment, you need this. You need the space, right? Try it in the tub. Yeah, yeah. Go in Matthew's bathroom, right? Yeah, with your piece of hose,
Yeah, you
right?
kill you so fast. Oh, God. All right, enough. Let's go back to the phones here. Yo, Allison, what's going on? It's Roz Mocha. How are you?
Hi, Mocha. I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. Glad to have you on the podcast. What's your question?
So my question is for Roz. It's actually a 3-part question. I wanted to know, when is he and Catherine getting married?
Mm-hmm.
Will Mocha be a groomsman? And he'll probably kill me for asking this, but what does he think about Maury as the ring boy?
Okay, so let's tackle these one at a time. Do you guys have a date yet set for the wedding?
We do not have a date yet set for the wedding.
I saw on Catherine's Instagram you guys have a ring now.
Yeah, she got a ring. We found a ring that she really, really liked, so
Yeah.
we got that taken care of.
You paid for it?
What's that?
You paid for it.
Of course I did.
Okay, no, I'm just checking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that was
Why
one of,
were you worried? Like if he
No,
didn't?
like, what,
I don't know if you're following the rules.
what rules, man? No. I paid for the ring. I
Have
was
you
happy
guys
to-
like even thought about time of year or potential date? Like, are we talking potentially in 2023?
It'll be 2023.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah,
Cool.
for sure.
Is
for
it
sure.
because you had to plant more wildflowers for the wedding?
No. It will be. It'll definitely be 2023.
Okay.
Um,
Spring, summer, fall?
Don't know.
Okay.
Hopefully summer.
Yeah.
Hopefully summer. I think that's what we're looking at is next summer. I
Okay.
think
You could do February 23rd, 2023. There's
I'm not. I don't care about stuff like that. I would never. I am not the guy. Guys, we're getting married on
2/23/23?
2/20 no. Okay.
Yo, before you
There's-
threw that date
there's-
out, let me
there's-
just look at what day.
There's no
That
way.
is a Thursday.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not above getting married on a Thursday. Catherine and I talked about that already. We're like maybe like an after work, just like rager on a Thursday might be the way to go.
No, do it on a Wednesday because then
Right?
people still have. That's like the biggest troll job because then people still have 2 full work days to get through to the weekend.
Right. But we thought about that. We were like, what if we just did like a rager on a Thursday?
That's so
right?
funny.
Yeah. So will Mocha be a groomsman? I don't know if I'm even going to like
Well,
have that
I've
sort
already self-appointed myself as your best man and
Oh, wow.
as Catherine's maid of honor.
Oh wow!
Simply
Okay.
because I would like to be
Interesting.
in charge of planning
Everything.
the bachelorette joint party in Vegas.
Right. I know. God, what's that, Sham?
It's a joint.
Joint. You know what I mean? God damn it. And will Maury be ring boy? Nobody even said that Maury was invited to the wedding. That may be something that Maury has 1 year to work his way onto
Just like the book.
just
Oh,
like
no.
just like the book.
Bro, you may just be a footnote in the wedding. You're there, but not really.
I'll sit by the kitchen door.
What
Somebody give me
what
some
would be
food.
I think that the equivalent of I think that the sort of like equivalent would be to
Can I be your best gay?
no. I think that the equivalent would be like to, maybe, give Maury an invite to the wedding that he can attend via Zoom.
Oh,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like we'd
The
love
virtual
to have
invite.
you. We'd love to have you celebrate with us over Zoom,
Uh-huh.
right? And then he's there with like a couple out of towners who couldn't make it, right?
Yeah.
Something
But
something
and,
like that.
and you have
Overflow
to
room.
Yeah.
and you have to keep your mic on mute.
Yes. Yeah.
Not allowed to say anything.
No, not at all. But still gift though. Thank you.
Have to.
Thank you.
Monetary is appreciated.
Yes.
There you go, Allison. Thanks very much for joining us on the podcast today.
Oh, thanks so much, guys. I love you guys so much.
Love you
Have a
We
too.
great
love you
day.
too.
Love
You
you
too.
too.
Bye bye. Marlon says here, do you guys still keep in touch with your exes? Do you think that it's weird? If yes, do both of your spouses mind? I do not keep in touch with any exes. At all.
I don't really either.
I don't think that's a good idea. I mean,
I don't have anything against anybody. I really don't.
No, but it's just I don't know. It just feels
But
weird,
no,
right?
no, I'm like you move in life, right?
Uh-huh.
And I don't have a lot of space for a lot of people. I'm not one of these people that like I have this huge friend group anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. I just think it's weird.
So no, I don't. I
Jam?
do not.
Oh, I got space in my life.
Yes, you do.
Definitely do. Yeah, there are 2 exes that I still am friendly with.
Yeah.
2 others that I'm not at
But,
all
okay,
friendly
but
with.
when you say exes, how far back are we going here?
One was back in 2018, so what, like
Oh,
4
that's not
years
bad.
ago?
Okay, that's not bad.
And
Yeah.
another one from university. We're so cool.
Oh, okay. And
Yeah.
damn it, Maury, do you have any exes, Maury?
I have one, and I wish him a happy birthday every year.
And does he reply?
No.
No, that's weird, dude. Stop doing
But
that.
Matthew was friends with his ex, and we went to a concert together. His ex stayed over once, went to get me NyQuil when I was sick once, and checked my temperature.
Wow. And then he gave you too much NyQuil and you passed out for the night. And then he and Matthew were reminiscing. Glory days style.
Lit some candles, crack open a bottle of wine.
If Catherine's ex came over, right, and was like, here, you want NyQuil? Like, I would get the fuck out of my house, man.
Yeah, and check your temperature?
Yeah,
Why? To see if
what-
I'm near death?
No, I would fully think that the man poisoned me.
Yeah,
right.
big time.
I would if I got a fever around her ex. I would be like 911. I would get me Epicac. I'm going to throw up
Yeah,
all
this
over the
man's trying to
floor.
kill me.
He's trying to kill me.
Yeah.
I need to induce
You look-
vomiting immediately.
You look a little sick. Here, drink this.
Yeah, please,
look well.
please.
And of course, Maury trusts the guy.
Trust him. Oh, you got to look at my favorite jammy. Tuck me in. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good in here. You guys go out there. Just be quiet, okay? Like you got to be kidding me, man. Like if an ex
Yeah,
walks up to you
no.
and is like, "Here, drink this," right? Or here, let me touch your forehead. No. Also, I don't want you touching me.
So-
you're my partner's ex. Get your hands off my body.
After you passed out, like how long was the ex in the condo for?
He slept over on an air mattress in the
Slept
den.
over.
On an air mattress?
Yeah, in the den.
He slept over in an Air Matthew. Right? Please. Wait a
Damn.
second. So did Matthew come to bed with you?
No, so Matthew was in the bedroom.
Yeah.
I was on the couch,
Yeah.
and he was in the den.
Get out of here. Did you sleep all night?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
guess
slept all
what? They
night.
Yeah,
didn't.
NyQuil. I was gone.
He didn't.
Neither of them did. Hey, Matthew. Oh,
Man.
no.
And how long ago was this?
I guess it would have been 5 years ago.
Yeah. Jesus. Why are you guys hanging out with his ex? What's the connection there?
We went to see Fleetwood
Love.
Mac.
You,
Love connection.
you went to the Fleetwood Mac concert? You couldn't find anybody else to get. You couldn't find another third person to go?
Well, they love Fleetwood Mac. We all love Fleetwood Mac. So he came in from Moncton for Fleetwood Mac.
Oh my God. Matthew's ex is from Moncton?
Yeah.
Really, huh?
Mhm.
And how many nights did he sleep over?
One
just,
night.
Just the one. That's all they needed, I guess.
Just rekindle.
Yeah.
Damn, this has been a lot of fun. Thank you for all of your questions. Keep them coming in. Every week we post on Instagram at Kiss925, Ask Roz and Mocha. This is where we get the questions from, and we'll invite 2 of you to join us on a future episode of the podcast. Thank you for listening. This has been the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
on Kiss 92.5
Kiss925.com.
or download the Kiss 92.5 app.